welcome back to my channel. As you saw the title, today is going to be a video all about my rescue dog, Ace. I do have another video of my other rescue dog, which I will put right here. It'll also be linked down below if you want to check that out. That is about my rescue dog, Harbor. But today's video is all about Ace. You're going to hear them running around. I just got home from work, so they're still a little wound up from being in their crates for a little bit. But without further ado, let's get started. So we found out about Ace because at the time he was owned by some of our friends, and we had saw a few pictures of him and knew that they wanted someone to adopt him, to come get him, but it never really crossed our mind that that's actually something that we were going to do. It was just like, oh, we'll spread the word, we'll see if we can help find someone to come get him. And so after a while, I don't know what hit us, but one day we were just driving through the town where he was kept, and we were like, let's just go get him. He needs a home. We saw some pictures of him, and obviously the condition he was in and the environment was really, really tough. It just wasn't, you could tell that there was some neglect happening. I don't know if you can hear that, but they have some bones and they're gnawing on those, so just ignore that background sound. But anyway, so one day it just hit us. We said, let's just go get him. So we went to go get him, and he was immediately the sweetest boy in the entire world. Even to this day, around strangers, he gets a little bit nervous at first. And at that time, we were strangers, but he came straight to us. And it was just the cutest thing. He actually went to my boyfriend, fiance. He went to my fiance first, and we just loved him. And you could tell he was so happy to just be outside because he was kept inside this little apartment his entire life. So the reason why he was kept inside this apartment is because the apartment wasn't even supposed to have dogs. So if he was to be seen outside of the apartment, they would get in trouble. He'd be taken away. They'd be fined, whatever. So most of his life, he was just kept inside this little apartment, tied to a couch in a harness. So you can imagine the condition that he came in. He was severely, severely underweight. You can see by some videos I'll insert in pictures just how insanely underweight he was. You could see every single bone in his body, even his tail. You could see every little bone and ligament in his tail. It was heartbreaking, honestly. And even though the owners said that they can't keep weight on him, we were able to get him to a normal weight within 3 months. So that was just, again, another example of neglect. So his whole backside was also stained yellow, and he was covered in sores, and that's because he was never let out. And because he was tied to the couch, he just did his business right there and just had to sit in it. So that was also really tough. I remember that night we gave him 3 different baths just to get the yellow stain and the scent, the nasty rotting pee and poop smell out of him. 3 baths. And I also remember giving him water for the first time. As soon as we got home, we gave him a bowl of water. And when I tell you, I filled this water bowl over 3 times and he finished it immediately. I mean, this dog was so just thirsty, and he was so hungry. And I remember his first meal, we immediately had to buy him a slow feeder because he would eat so fast, he would choke on it. So that was, it felt really good to be able to provide him food and water, but also it was so sad to see how much he had been neglected that he couldn't even get that. I remember his nails were also so long. You could tell he just walked funny because of it, and it was painful. So we also immediately cut his nails, and I remember he just started running. He had never had that feeling before of short nails, and he just ran and ran and ran, and it was so fun. And also our first interaction, or Harbor's first interaction with him, went really, really well. I remember when they first saw each other, they weren't nervous around each other or anything. They were just like, hey, who are you? Let me sniff you and figure it out.
Hi. Hi, baby. Hi. Harbor's all right, let's play. See, he's a friendly pup.
And then Harbor started to play with him. Ace at the time didn't know how to play. He really was just kind of floated around and did what everyone else was doing around him, but he now knows how to play perfectly fine, I will say that. That's after playing with Harbor after many, many trips to the dog park. After just socializing him and playing with him, he loves toys now. he's just a completely different dog. But anyway, yeah, as soon as we cut his nails, he just went crazy, and he was fed and he was hydrated and he was clean and he was able to go outside. And I remember the first few times taking him out at the old house that we lived in, and it was the end of summer actually, so everything was just so green. And I remember we hadn't cut the grass in a while, so it was still really long, and just watching him run through the grass and sniff everything and just like look up and just take it all in and listen to the birds, and the sun was shining on him, and oh, it was such like an amazing moment for him. And you could just tell he's like, oh, like I like this, I love this, I'm okay with this. Good babies. Come on. Go get them. Hi, Harper. Come on. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, babies. Come on. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Come on. Good boy. Good boys. Good boys. Go boys. And I remember when we actually got him, we were gonna keep him for just a few days and introduce him to my boyfriend's parents, fiance's parents, to see if they liked him and if they wanted to take him. I told myself I wasn't attached, but I have never been more attached to anything in my life than this dog. I've never felt more connected to anything before than Ace. So I remember trying to give him away, and as soon as we shut the door and left, I guess he was just like very upset, and I started bawling in the parking lot, and I got maybe 2 seconds down the road, and my fiance said, no, I'm not doing this. We were turning around, we're getting that dog. Like, you were too upset. He's too in love with you. We're going to get that dog. So we immediately went back and we got him, and that was the best thing ever. And now me and Ace are like inseparable. He loves his mama, let me tell you. It's so bad that like if he's playing outside with my fiance and Harbor and I leave somewhere in the car, he has literally ran down the road and chased me before. That's how like inseparable we are. And yes, he does have separation anxiety. I feel like all dogs have it. I feel like they all do. Normally he stays with my fiance and hangs out. It's not always like that, but that's how he gets sometimes, is he took off down the road, or if he sees me, if he's in my fiance's truck and I'm in my car because we're going somewhere where we need 2 separate cars, and he sees me in my car, he like cries, he can't settle. He's very upset the whole time because he knows that like I'm in that car. Like, he's brilliant. So needless to say, he loves his mama, and I love him so much. And don't get me wrong, I love my Harbor with everything in me. He was my firstborn baby, and got me through some of the hardest months of my life when I first rescued him at college. But I don't know, me and Ace just have like this weird cuddly connection. I mean, we have our days, everybody does, but it's just like our connection is very special, and I love it so much. So yeah, after all that, we moved on to the training process. We were told he was potty trained, which he most certainly was not, and we could tell that because of him being stained and smelling so bad and being covered in blisters from where he sat. We could tell he was not potty trained. So that was a struggle, trying to train a 1.5-year-old dog how to potty train, because they don't have little puppy poops or little puppy pees. I mean, they are full on pissing and full on shitting. So it was a struggle in the beginning, and also crate training him and just everything in general was tough. But as it is with any new dog, if you rescue dogs, you know, those first few months it's different every day. But he is fully trained now. He knows how to sit, he knows how to shake. We're working on lay down, which that's been hard for both my dogs to do, but we're working on it. Sit. Wait. No, you sit. Wait. Wait. Okay. And he loves to play. It's so amazing now because he has a slow feeder. But even some days when we just give him a different bowl because it's dirty or something, he'll still eat slow because he knows that that's his food. He's not starving. He knows that he's gonna get his next meal. So yeah, it's been amazing. So that's really it about Ace. We've only had him, like I said, for about 5 months, and him and Harper are the best of buds. It's so funny when my fiance or I take one of them somewhere and come back with one of them. They're so excited to see each other. Like, you can tell that they really love each other. So that is my little story on Ace. The end of this video, I'm probably just gonna insert all my favorite videos of Ace, this quirky, clumsy, little nerdy dog. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. As always, make sure you subscribe. I post new videos every single week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Good boy. Good boy.
Ace, what are you doing? Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Harper, let him out. Woohoo!
Why are you walking like that?
Uh-oh. Oh!
Yes.
Ace, where did your ears go? Oh my goodness, there they are.
Ready? Okay.
10-3 with a backup quarterback. We just found out he was playing just a few minutes before the game.